Hey, what's up, bud? Trying to figure it out here. Looking for defensive lineman depth. Yeah, someone to back up this year and start next year. Right on. Oh yeah. All right, just build an offensive line. There it is. Hmm. I spent a lot of money on offensive line. Probably got the highest paid offensive line in the game. Let's go get us a center. I have a much better team for much cheaper. Like overall. And younger, so our overall will go down next year because we got a lot of old guys starting. But then after that will come up. This year's gonna suck. But we kind of want to because we're looking for that pick so we can get that new quarterback. So we're kind of tanking, but we kind of want people to progress and get stats. We don't want to give up. Value take, trash, and some trash. Also post. I don't have anything I want to give up. He's trash, you can have him. That'll work. Alright. So now we got the highest overall tight end in the game. Or the cheapest pay in the game. And he's on his rookie deal for 2 more years. He ain't getting paid shit. They actually have to be our starters. He's old, he's only gonna play 1 year. I can't get rid of this dude until 2 years. He's trash. There's no real life contracts that are awful. He's getting like 14 a year to sit on the bench because he's trash. So he'll start. He'll be gone after next year. He's young, he's starting. He's young, he's starting. He's young, he's starting. And he's gonna play a year, maybe two. Your old ass is out of here. What about the Browns? We gotta give them to the Browns. They got a linebacker I like. Yep. We'll take him. And rookie deal. We'll take him. And about a fourth. Probably won't take it. I have to go down to 5th or 6th. Ooh, way off. What is this done too? Ooh. It's because this dude didn't want to give him up. Hey Darius, what's going on, man? That'll work. So I need a backup. So I need 2 backups. Alright. Don't think I have anything I really want. That's what we're gonna do. I gotta get, what's his name? There he is. I have him play free safety. Hey, what's up, Viking? Building a team over here, you know. Oh, now we're getting somewhere. Whatever trash can I throw your way? How about this dude? He's trash. There you go. Oh, nice. Alright, so now let's fix our quarterback situation. We just need someone to get us through the year. We're gonna go for that first round pick. If I have to make a trade or something to get it. See what the quarterback prospects look like first. Take Osweiler to start. Ooh. There it is. Alright, so we'll do that. Nah, they're free agents. I'm building the team now. I just started the franchise. I'm kind of tanking the first year for that first round pick. Or going to trade up to get it or something. Tyree Jackson's going to be our starter. He's pretty awful, but he's good if you build him up. But he's going to end up being our long-term backup. But he's got good speed, acceleration, agile, good arm. Everything we need. He'll be a good backup in the future. This dude's just in case he gets hurt. He's good when you build him up. He's like a Vic. Alright. So I need to trade him. See what we can't come up with. Thanks to bills that I like. Take him and him. Who, Russell Wilson? I don't think his contract's up. I don't know. Not that I know of. His contract's not even up. He's under contract. Russell Wilson ain't going nowhere. They ain't gonna let Russell Wilson go nowhere. They had quarterbacks up for contract this year: Tom Brady, Drew Brees, Phillip Rivers, Jameis Winston, and I think was it Bridgewater or Brissett? One of them two. I think it's Bridgewater. I'm not sure. Okay. It was one of them. I was getting confused. Hit power fours and not good at tackling. That's not gonna work. Alright. What you got in there? Almost have an offense. I always get him. I think I'm getting someone different this time. Yeah, him and Breeze are up for contract. Somebody gonna get paid. I guarantee his last name ain't Breeze. I don't have nothing he's interested in. This ain't working good. No interest. Nah, I'm good, bud. Nah, I'm good. I got 2,000-yard receivers. Yeah, they had a good year. Well, they ain't gonna want to give him up. I guess I go with the guy I always get. I don't want to stay here for an hour trying to negotiate to get one guy. I'll stick with what I usually do and what works. I don't like to spend too much time on the first year. Alright, so what we got here? So we got our quarterbacks, the running back. He's gonna be the backup. Third string. Need a power back for my goal line stuff. I'll get him out of free agency. Got my receivers. Tight end. He's got to go. He's too overpaid and too old. Right. I know what to do with him. Let's grab a running back while we're here. Two-tone, you ain't gonna like this, but I'm about to fuck the Patriots salary cap up. I just need someone for a year or two. I don't want to pay him crazy money. I just want someone somewhat decent. So you can't break no tackles. Power back can't break tackles. It's trash. Right. He's alright. Nothing crazy. Yeah, see, it's a little better. Break tackles, decent truck. He's only gonna play in like goal line situations, so he ain't gonna get the ball much. Carrying's good. It'll work for a year. Probably get a rookie. Alright, I'll take him for trade bait. Take him for trade bait. Take him for trade bait. For some reason, ever since the Patriots had, two good tight ends, they had Gronk always, but they had two good ones for a while. Madden seems to think the Patriots love tight ends. So, all you need is a halfway decent tight end, no matter their age or anything. You take them on over to the old Patriots. Look at that. Green interest. These are trash tight ends I got out of free agency. You take him. You can take him. Y'all like them? Oh, they love them. They're about to have 6 tight ends lined up on the line. So, is there anyone that I really want? This contract's up this year, though. Toughness is trash. I'm good on that. Too small. Ooh, toughness. Too small. Yeah, let's go to the draft tape. Take your first and your third. Alright, first and fourth. Right on. Gonna trade him. You guessed it, to the Patriots. But they still want more tight ends. They can't get enough tight ends over the Patriots. They need like 13 of them on the field at all times. How about that second? Let me get that second. Deal. Like your salary cap in your roster. Alright, so now I need a backup. Right? Everything else is good. So, I just need a backup tight end. My offense is good. Take Doug Martin. C.J. Anderson. We'll trade them for a backup tight end. No one great, just in case our starter goes down, we got a younger guy. Oh, nice. Tight ends, all teams usually go trade for. I don't know why the game loves tight ends. Two years. Yeah. He's kind of middle of the road. He's okay at catching and decent at blocking. That's more what I'm looking for. Might come back to you, buddy. Oh, I like this guy. Rookie too. I think it's going to be our pickup right there. Yeah, franchise mode's good, man. I like building a team and stuff. Like, I'll stream and play this until the new Madden comes out, so I'll probably play however many years. I think the most you can go is 15 years, 30 years, something like that into a thing, so. But I'll keep playing this one until the new Madden comes out. And I'll stream it, so. See how good of an owner I really am. Unless I go broke. Red Sox. Alright. So now we gotta trade this dude. And we're gonna be looking for, I think, a linebacker. Let me look and see what I need before I get too crazy, because my offense is done. Let me work on the defense. He's trash. You're gonna go. He's good. He's probably gonna back up Sue next year unless I come up. Yeah, no. Sue's gonna start this year. Then he'll probably start next year. He's moved over to the left end. Let's get him moved. Doing it this way gives you a year for all your rookies and your young players to get some experience. And then next year you'll have a rookie quarterback, so he'll get experience, and the team should start, gel together. And third year we can start making a run at them playoffs. He's a rookie, so I want to start him. He's got normal development. But if he starts, that's a decent year. He should be a star, a superstar next year. So we'll start him. He's gonna get the hell out of here. He's more agile, so we want him to be a defensive end. Sorry, bud. You can't be in Tampa and be number 99. That's Seth ain't gonna have all that. You can be 89 until then. I'll get you a new number here. So we're gonna move him to defensive end, right? We want to leave him a linebacker and trade him. Let me see what we got here. Yeah, we want to trade him. Yeah, there you go. This is the newest one. This is 20. A lot changed in 20 as far as franchise mode. It's like the biggest step up in the past few years. Development, player stats. Like you can't have a team of 80, 90 overall players anymore. You got to have a bunch of 60s and 70s and a few 80s and 90s. Spot. Catching tackles. Tackle just ain't good enough. But I can work him up. How old is he? 26. What's his contract? $3 million this year. The 9 wants to re-sign now. I'm good. Yeah, I hear you. I mean, they're all good games. It's just this one, everything changed a lot. That's all. I like to have a better safety. Let's see what we can do for a safety here. I think the Broncos have one. Little parts. Hit power is decent. Tackle's okay. Zone. It'll work. Oh, wow. Yeah. And how about a pick? What do I think? Picks to trade with what come draft time. Oh, they don't want this dude. That sucks. So what do they want? Right end, I ain't got one. Defensive tackle, I ain't got one. Receiver, I ain't got one. Quarterback, I ain't got. We'll be back. Broncos. Broncos. Come on, Elsewhere. Guess where you're going back to? We'll take him. They don't want him either. Or they do. Right on, right on, right on. Alright. So now, I'll go back up. You can go. Who wants him? Cardinals. How about a second? At least that tells us how close we are. Ooh, close. I tell you what. How about a first? How close we're looking. About halfway, okay. How about give you him too? Ooh, it's real close. Uh, also more safeties. How about him? He's trash. You're the Cardinals. You like trash. Oop. How about him? Well, there you go. That's the money ticket right there. What? So ambitious. Alright, alright. Hold up. How about a 7 from next year? Eh? Done deal. You're out. See ya. Trade him. Anybody wants him? But the Cowboys. How about a third? No. I don't think they want him at all. Yeah, they don't want him. I don't blame you either, bud. So you might be a free agent here in a minute, but I can't get nothing for you. Ugh. Ain't looking good for you, bud. That's everybody. I don't know. Oh, whatever. You're out. So, yeah, we got him. And to back up that. Cornerbacks are all really young, so we're going to start them. Send him to the curb. Him to the curb. No, wait. Hold up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So need to get rid of one. Let's get rid of this one. Come on, Colts. So they cut and we can get a pick. How about a fifth? Give me a fifth. Oof. I got a fifth next year. Sold. Yeah, I like all my numbers. Like each position has a certain number. So that when I watch games, I can tell who's who just by the numbers. Like the 20s are always cornerbacks. And on offense, 20s are always running backs. So I can always tell who's who. Like my safeties are always in the 30s. Cornerbacks in the 20s, linebackers in the 50s, and defensive lines always in the 90s. That way it's easy to tell who's who. When you watch videos and start noticing certain numbers regularly, it's like, man, he's doing pretty good. I need to check him stats. 1, 3, 4, 5. Alright, cornerback is just crazy. I'm not going to re-sign him because he wants a shitload of money because he's really good and I'm trying to build an overall team. So you're going to be a backup for middle linebacker for this year. So let's go move you over there. You're gonna get traded. He's gonna get traded. Oh, he's gonna get traded. Okay, so I need to make some trades. You're trash. You're going in the dumpster. The right side's good. D-line's defense tackle's good, yeah. You gotta adjust some numbers. Oh, somebody wants him. He's trash. He's way overpaid. Perfect for the Dolphins. Oh, I know what I can do. I'll take him. We call that even right now. Yep. Nice. Look how stupid the Dolphins are. That dude was like way overpaid and he's trash. So I just traded him for my power back while he was on goal lines. Well, like he's been in the league for 1 year. So he's still on his rookie contract. He's 23 years old. They gave him their starting running back. I'm just going to use him for goal lines. Heard. Like what, 20 number? Yeah. Look, you know, we're 21. You get to be a 4th string and we'll use you on the goal line. Sorry, Robert Kelly, you didn't make it. $1 million a year. I'll take this dude for $500,000 on that rookie deal. Alright. He's gonna start. So I need to work up on a backup. So I can move him to left end. He's big enough and it works. But I want to trade him. He's going to be the backup for the right linebacker. You're on the wrong side, bud. Right. Yep. Look at that. Beautiful. Rookie. He'll start next year. Loving it on that rookie deal. We're going to have a nice defense in a couple of years. Alright. So this fucking dude's got to go. You need to hit the old dumpster. He's actually pretty good if you wanted to build a guy up because he's got a lot of speed. Like this guy. Okay. We're going to move him over to the left linebacker. He's a rookie free agent. Alright, we're going to trade you. To who wants him? Oh, look at the Browns like him. Well, what are you going to give us there, little Beaky Brown? How about that first? And that ain't going to happen, but let me see if I can at least get a second out of him or something. Yeah, see, I like both of them guys. Wait a minute. That's my backup. One was fucked up. Yeah, I was going to give up him. Okay, so they ain't going to go for it. So let's change that to... We'll try for a second. It's probably going to be a 3rd or 4th. So he's going to be the backup. It'd be a 4th string, somebody gets hurt. Change your number, bud. Gotta be a 50 if you want to be a linebacker on this team. Unless you're a 1st overall pick, Devin White, he can keep his number. So he's going back up. I run a 3-4 defense, so it'll be Levante David in the middle next to Devin White. Levante David's going to move over to left linebacker next year. Jason Pierre-Paul's going to not be on this team next year, so I don't want to. I'd get rid of him, but it cost me $7 million on penalties, and I ain't with that. You're going to be 3rd string left end. See, this dude is that dude that was middle linebacker. He's on the old rookie deal. He's picked him up out of free agency. His speed's really good. Other than that, he's eh. So it'll be alright for a backup, at least for this year. So let's get rid of you. I need a backup left end there. So what can we get? Nah. They ain't gonna trade him. They might trade him. He ain't got nothing I want. Look at here, look at here. Why would you like to start? Ooh, we might be on to something here. Would you like a shitty draft pick to go with that? They would. Look at that. I can't believe that worked. So we'll take him. Move him over to left end. Oh, sorry, so you can't be 99 in Tampa. I keep trying to tell y'all. Staff ain't having that. Alright. Looky there. Fits perfectly. And a rookie to back him up. So I may or may not resign him. We'll see. I got a year or two to figure it out. Got him on a rookie deal though. Got him rookie deal. Guess you're gonna be fighting for the starting position in a year or two. 3rd string. Oh, trash. Let's get this trash out of here. We got one too many here. What's we gonna do? 40 million to fire him? God damn, boy. I don't want to get rid of none of them. We got one extra lineman. So too hard to get. What I'm gonna do? I really don't want to cut nobody. I might have to cut this dude. That roster spot. Yeah, because I always can have. Well, this is a good trick here. Look at this. We're gonna take our punter, 93 power, 79 accuracy, and 59 awareness. And we're gonna move him to kicker. because he makes a better kicker than our kicker does. Look at this. So he's a 73 overall. Our kicker is 97 power, 74 accuracy, and 52 awareness. No, I don't think so, but you can punt. Okay, let's check our roster. We got 54 players. We got one too many players. I'm gonna cut that cornerback. If I get short a cornerback, I'll just have to use a backup safety. Alright, lead of 80, you can't be number 50. You gotta be a 90, so 80 or something. 92, that'll work. I gotta fix this guy's number. No, I think you're gonna be number 89. Alright, that's gonna work. At least for year one. Next few years won't take this long. But the first year to get the roster set. We got all these rookies and young players trying to build for the future. Make sure I didn't miss nothing or nobody. Alright, depth chart, we're good. Yeah. Yeah, okay, I'll make sure it's slot. Make sure the computer didn't act stupid with my depth chart. Everybody's where it's supposed to be. That'll work. Yeah. Yeah, I'll do all preseason tonight, or today, or whatever. I won't get off until probably week 1 or 2, regular season. What I do is I watch like the first quarter of, the first series or whatever. Or the first quarter, I'll watch like the first quarter in the first game. And then I'll watch the backups first quarter when they come in. And then I'll send the rest of the game because I have it on 15-minute quarters. You know what I mean? I don't want to watch all the preseason. I just want to see how the new guys, play a couple quarters, see how they look. But we don't care what the score is. Then I'll progress the rest of the game. Make sure the quarterback throws and the running back runs, and you know what I mean. Make sure everything. Don't look for them to be great, but. And then I'll start week 1, and I'll probably do all of week 1 games. So that'll be an hour in itself because I'm on 15-minute quarters, so it's gonna be about an hour a game, 45 minutes, something like that. And this is like the score it gets to because I just watch. Sometimes I'll jump in and throw a couple of plays or something if they're running too much. But other than that, if the score gets like 30-7, then I'll start simming. No one wants to sit and watch a blowout. Then when I get to like year 2 and 3 and stuff like that, I'll start simming a little bit more. You know what I mean? Because the roster don't change much and ain't much to see. All right, we got not a great team, but we got a well-rounded one. A little battery getting low. Yeah, that's what we got him for. He's gonna be our. There we go. That's why you gotta check. This Tyree Jackson, man, I'm telling you, he's a steal. He's in the free agency. He's gonna be a great backup. You can use him as a starter, but it takes about 3 years to get him where he's decent and stuff. Then he's like a Vic, but with better accuracy and stuff. See if I'm forgetting anything. Did I do my stadium being rebuilt? Oh, we're doing it all in the first year. Rebuilding stadium, everything. Man, did that. Did my staff, right? Yeah. Okay, we're good. First preseason game. So a little football action. Right. Well, Tampa's kind of down and out, you know, the crappy team and shit. So you got to swing big to get them up out the hole. Like I gotta have a Super Bowl. I at least got to make the playoffs in the first like 3 years, 4 years. Otherwise, I'm gonna go bankrupt. So I got so many young players because every year I need to gradually overall the team needs to get better. So I get more wins. Got to progress. I mean, I could have went in and kept Andrew Luck on the roster and Antonio Brown and had a bunch of 90s and maybe made playoffs for a Super Bowl this year, but
on EA Sports.
That's going to screw me in the years to come.
To get started, and this ought to be a good one between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Trying to be like the Patriots. Yeah.
So with that,
playoffs every year. Fight for a Super Bowl every year. Not just this year.
And Charles Davis.
Coach, thanks.
Anyway, go get a bunch of veterans and make a run this year. You know what I mean? I want to make a run every year.
This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon.
Got a good roster. A lot of young players, a lot of rookies and first year, second year players. So every week, so I should be upgrading somebody.
We all cherish our vacation time, but admit it. You
Because Grandpa Ben.
when you were working out, when you were doing things, you thought about football, didn't you? And you couldn't wait to be back up here again.
Yeah, the graphics stuff are good. The gameplay is real good too. Watching the game really looks real good. Tackles and animations and stuff. It's not the same ones every time. They have more of them. I mean, it's still the same ones, but they added some. So it's not the same tackle every single time. Alright, let's watch this first quarter and see how we do.
Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And with towels waving, we're underway from Heinz Field. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Steelers' all-time leading passer and two-time Super Bowl champ Ben Roethlisberger ready to lead this offensive unit. And he's led them since his rookie year all the way back in 2004.
Here we go. Black 80. Go.
Play fake to counter. Now Roethlisberger. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. And a peek now at the offense for Pittsburgh.
In the center for Pittsburgh, Marquise Pouncey, one of the most physical and agile players at his position in the league. A 7-time Pro Bowler, 2-time All-Pro. He's a keystone of one of the top offensive lines in the league.
Check 26, check 26.
Come on, defense.
This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his second season.
The regular season starts, I gotta get in and pick some of the plays and stuff. Because what do you do when you play? Like, you do a lot of passing. When you sim, and the computer will keep doing a lot of passing. If you do a lot of running, it'll keep doing a lot of running. On defense, if you do a lot of blitzing, it'll keep doing a lot of blitzing. My team does a lot of blitzing, so.
Here on their opening drive, this is 3rd and 9.
But for now, we'll just let the computer do whatever. It's fun people to get tackles and shit.
And he will not be able to
Nice.
hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Backup safety.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
See, I can tell just by their number who they are. I don't have to read their names and shit. So that way when I see players like that, I know who it is immediately. Just by the number.
That's a nice start for them.
If it would have been in the 20s, it would have been one of the cornerbacks.
On 4th down,
Because the linebacker would have been in the 50s.
Berry to kick it away. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
This dude's awful for the first year or two. He's good at scrambling, so every once in a while he'll break off. He's got a good arm. He makes a good pass every once in a while, but usually he's awful. I mean, at the end of the year, his rating isn't like bad. He's like average, but
the second-year man
he ain't nothing great.
This is Ronald Jones, and he'll push his way
He'll be
forward to
a good backup though as he grows.
It's a 6-yard
Yeah, there'll probably be a couple picks. He'll throw a bunch of them this year, I'm sure.
Play action. Now Jackson. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
He might end up being the starter again next year. You never know. It just, for right now, he's the best quarterback for me to get with the best upside. So he'll be a great backup long term for cheap. He's like one of the rare talents, like Lamar Jackson or Michael Vick or Russell Wilson. He can run, he can throw.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline as a play caller. You're finally,
but his awareness and accuracy ain't that great.
Trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
So he keeps dumping off to the running back.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And we get a glance now at the Buccaneer offense.
It's not often we start a game talking about an offensive lineman, but with Quentin Nelson, I absolutely have to do that. The rookie out of Notre Dame transformed not only an offensive line in 2018, he transformed an offense. In fact, he was the only guard ever named Rookie of the Month, and he did so in October of last year.
And they're going to have them.
Now he's in Tampa playing center for the cheapest in the league.
Made at the Steelers 42. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence,
right.
Stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just
moving the ball at the field, getting completions. That's all I ask of him.
He's getting more and more comfortable
first
with
year.
each completed pass.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They go back to the ground with Jones.
Yeah.
Now we've got whistles, and the man
that's not good.
up here is Jones. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back.
Say the backup rookie's gonna get a lot of reps.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Jackson gets this one to his running back, Wayne Gallman. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. And the starting defensive unit here for Pittsburgh.
Bud Dupree came out of the University of Kentucky determined to let everyone know that they play football there as well as basketball. A terrific pass rusher off the edge.
The This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Jackson now off the bootleg.
Look at that.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He would have held on to that. That was a nice ball. 60 overall rookie.
You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now on 4th down, Bruce Arians will send out his field goal unit. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt.
Oh, I forgot I got plugged controller.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So it'll remain to be seen how many drives this unit gets in, this being the preseason, but here they start with 3 points.
Yeah, I don't know that we'll actually see them anymore. They got 3 points on the board, 1 drive here in preseason. In this game, baseball caps, NFL approved, of course, for everyone.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Connor on first down, able to take this one forward for about 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the 30 on 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Oh, it floated on him, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Nice.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. This is Gallman, and he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Call it no gain that time. They're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
You ain't getting nowhere.
Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred.
These are rookies, though. They get better.
They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
And his kick is good. Not by much. It was leaking oil in the end, but he tucks it in the bottom right corner. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about
better
that.
than nothing.
Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Getting set to go again, Ben Roethlisberger marches onto the field. He'll look to shake off the interception on the opening drive. He should at least be comforted that it resulted in 3, not 6.
And if I were him, I would be the guy all the way out on the field greeting my defense now, saying thanks a lot. You held them to a field goal after I turned it over. That's a big defensive stand for them. He needs to go out now and make up for what he did on the first drive.
The timeout here is we got a player shaken up, and that's Johnson who's down on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back.
White 80. White 5-4. Night, sweetheart. Blue 30. White 80.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Come on, defense.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Able to find Switzer. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. Took him 5 tries, but he is able to complete that first pass of the game.
And could you hear the exhale all the way up here? Not just from him, coaching staff, offensive line, receivers. Now he's off the schneid. Can they get him going in a nice groove where he becomes a little more consistent throwing the football?
Because you miss those first 2, but you get up the 0 for 4 range. That can be a little tricky, but able to settle in, hopefully.
Yeah, now you won't have any confidence issues. Now you can kind of get it back even with just 1 throw.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Black 80.
A quick pass out to Juju. And he is going to lose yardage here. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete.
Nice play by the cornerback.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. That's complete to Gallman. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line.
Ain't doing bad.
Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it second down. Throwing again on second down. Jackson looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Here's Jackson to throw. That's complete to John Ross. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Jackson. He completes it to Evans. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Man, he's only missed 1 pass so far.
Nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Jackson now.
Shit, look at him go.
Look up to Ross. And he's able to take it across midfield.
Might keep this 60 overall. He might be a starter.
Good for 4. It's second down. To throw again on second.
Get rid of it.
Jackson.
Oh, nice.
Gallman here on the screen. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down. Jackson looking to throw on third. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Give him
All short passes, though. Vertical offense. You're supposed to be pushing the ball down the field. Should be like 20-yard passes.
Having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent.
Like all my routes are like deep routes.
And got rid of the football.
Where all my receivers are like speed receivers.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back
deep route
usually
receivers.
a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in
Well,
your
hey, he's getting it
sight
done.
line,
Ain't
or he's
bitching.
near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Here's Gallman. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found.
Come on, Ricky. You gotta get past that 1 yard mark, man.
Now Gallman.
There you go. There you go.
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. This will be
start.
play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, TJ Logan. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, Jackson.
There he goes.
Right.
There he goes.
Take off with it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Nice.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking
That's
up
why I like him. You gotta
getting
watch him.
14 yards on the scramble. But Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
And they work this
There you
near
go.
the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Gallman will run it, and he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. They'll run with a second-year man from ASU, Kalen Balazs. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run there.
hoping for a touchdown with the starting offense.
Here on 4th and goal. This is a long drive.
Over the backups get
Offensively,
one.
wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like
Quarterback
during
will
the
play
ball game,
all-
you have certain
all
narratives
preseason.
going on, and there's certain drives
He won't see
that
the bench
seem to
at all.
take on just a bit more importance than others. This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
That drive just seemed to go for an eternity. I could kind of hear our sponsors saying, hey, we need to get our product pushed here. But then it ends in a field goal.
Yeah, how about that? Not enough time for product placement, but plenty of time to get 3 points out of the deal. I know that the guys on defense, though, they wanted to get those products out there. They wanted to stop that drive, just weren't able to do so.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive.
Well, he's starting defense to stop him here.
You know what I would tell
No
my
0
offense over
points.
here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
From the 30 on second down, Roethlisberger nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
Defense has been good. Got a sack, got a pick on the first quarter, hey man.
To adjust and account for that.
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. Yeah. You change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
Defense.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Oh, some strong running.
Nice.
It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So out come the Bucs now. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal added onto their lead, but that was a drive that was so long it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment. And with the Buccaneers' new coaching staff, you have to figure they're going to want to use O.J. Howard a little bit more this season. 34 catches, 565 yards last year, but that was in only 10 games. 6'6", 251, and can run. Find a way to get him the ball as they just did there.
This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson.
There it is.
Well, he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. After
there it is.
It's 9-0. For their next drive, and still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team.
Put the quarterback back in. I want him to play the whole game.
Veteran, someone with
I'll let it play while I run the kid to school, then I'll be back.
On 2nd down, it's Snell.
I'll get him.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
Now it's the backup Rudolph. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
The previous play is under review.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has
Yeah,
the
shit ain't
final
working.
determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup. It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care
There
of
he
it,
goes.
but you have to be careful not being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They go play action with Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
Sears got to catch some balls.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 10, Rudolph again. He's got the tight end, Vanette. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Rudolph. And that is incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now it's Jackson. Finds his man. Watson over the middle. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From the 27, Jackson. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And this is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jackson to throw again. This is Miller, complete. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. The Bucs on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. And this one is right through. And that will bump up the lead again to 12-0. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
They'll run with Snell to begin the drive. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They run the counter. Snell. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go. Throwing on 3rd down, here's Rudolph. Able to find Switzer. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 25 yards that time.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. This quarterback now 3 out of 5 since taking over as he's given his guys a first down. They'll go with Snell here on first down. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Here we go.
Now on 2nd and 13, Rudolph. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Rudolph. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Rudolph looking to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to the air, Rudolph. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone and throw into the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And Boswell's kick is good. And that lead is back down to 9 now. Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far here in the second quarter. 2nd and 5 now. Jackson, he completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. That's complete to Gallman. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. Jackson, and that will be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game. If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Snell. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the 1st at the 29. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And they had him bottled up, but here's a late flag, and a face mask is going to get a much better starting position.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. They go play action now. Jackson got a man. It's Brashon Perriman. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll run it now out of the gun. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Play action. Now Jackson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Now on 4th down, Bruce Arians will send out his field goal unit. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
On 1st and 10, Rudolph. Underneath pass here to Van Ness. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
60 outlaw. Ready, go.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rudolph. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Back to throw, Rudolph. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson, that's complete to the tight end Sample. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end can be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He completes it to Evans. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
In our game, most of the starters have made their cameo and departed, but plenty of youngsters out there with a lot to gain or lose as we get you right back out to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards that time for number 19. So they did not bring pressure, and turns out probably a bad idea.
Yeah, he had time to stand in the pocket and deliver a strike. So I'm wondering if they're going to note that, and next time just go ahead and bring that pressure.
Jackson on first down. This one hauled in by Sample. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2.
These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
To throw again on second down. Rudolph. That's complete to his receiver, Kane. 7 yards there and a first down. This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was going for the tight end, Nick Vanette. And that'll bring up second down. Back to the air. Rudolph on second down. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 43. So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback for the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk-reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage. But you take the chance that you get to the quarterback, and so he gets completion here. Congratulations. Keep coming at him, and hopefully it pays off by the end of the game that you're starting to get to him while still able to cover on the back end.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
They'll run on first down. Snell. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They're going to run again with Snell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Boswell's kick is good. And they take the lead out in front at 13-12.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. Jackson, and the throw there going to be incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense?
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Shaquille Barrett able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. A run for Snell. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Call it a pickup of 7 on the ground. That trims it to a 3rd and 15 situation.
60 Pittsburgh. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Watch that.
3rd and long. It's Rudolph. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here's Jordan Berry now, standing just about on his own goal line. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On the ground, it's Gallman again. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. On 3rd down, Jackson.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play. They'll run again here with Gallman.
yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with third and about 6 yards to go. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Here's Jackson to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Devin Bush in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Mason Rudolph leading this offense out for their next possession. He is looking to help his team build their lead after trailing at halftime. They've got to like the spot they're in right now.
They have to love it, but as you and I both know, cliche alert coming here. You're only as good as your last possession. But I think that they like, as you said, the spot they're in and how confidently they're playing at this point.
But again, just a one-possession lead, looking to expand that now. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's Snell yet again. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, Rudolph. And that is incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. This is taken at the 18. 12 yards on the return that time, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field.
Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
You ready?
Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. From the gun, here's Rudolph. Open man is Switzer, complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a play fake, and it's Rudolph. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Here's Jordan Berry now, standing just outside his own goal line. It's taken to the 26. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And the Steelers set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Rudolph off play action. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Here's Rudolph. He'll get this one to Switzer. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. They run the counter. Snell. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Snell. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 37. Trying to run for it with Snell. And a great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Rudolph. He's got the tight end, Vanette. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Here's Snell on 3rd down. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And Boswell's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be 2nd down. A delayed give to Gallman. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point 4th quarter lead. Here's Jackson on 3rd down. Rolling to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the 1st.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. That's complete to Gallman. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. To throw on 3rd down. He may try and run for this. And he nearly got the 1st himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. 1st down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Jackson. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Throwing again on second down. Jackson going to throw right side here, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. They run with Logan. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Jackson now. The catch made by Miller. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. From the gun, Jackson, and he rifles one incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Extra point up and through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
To throw again on 2nd down, Rudolph.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now it's Rudolph. Able to find Switzer. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Rudolph. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Wilkins brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. You never want to give up a sack. And from the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Now Rudolph. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. On 3rd down, Snell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 3rd-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. Here comes a 1st down throw from Rudolph. Will find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. The end result, 21 yards. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now here's Snell, and that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Rudolph looking to throw, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead. Boswell for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it's third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw is Jackson, and that's incomplete.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Rudolph now to throw. Taken in by Switzer on the left side. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And he slings one that's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the draw, this is Goldman. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Back to throw. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll look to throw. Clock. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
We saw so much of this last year at the college level, but there you go. His first rushing touchdown as an NFL quarterback.
And with the speed he has, we certainly know it won't be his last, because that's something that aided him very well, as you mentioned, at the college level. It's something he's going to carry over, and they'll make it a big part of their offense.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. So now the Steelers down by a field goal, and time, a huge factor. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Rudolph. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do down. Let's check in with our referee. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Man, you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. He's back to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Kane.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Here we go on 4th. Rudolph able to find Deion Kane, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
This one fielded at the 5. Jackson to throw. Going up top for Miller. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And he'll give it here to his running back. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. And they're going with some extra beef up front. They've got to have this one in overtime. It's 3rd and 1. First throw in overtime now for Jackson. That is caught. It's Perriman. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. This is a big spot for a rookie QB, and overtime's kind of where you earn your stripes, isn't it?
It really is, and we've talked with enough coaches and players about how these youngsters are getting into the game and playing this at such a high level so early. But overtime, that's an entirely different animal, and he's handling it well.
Yeah, starting to put together a nice drive. Now Jackson on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
We got 3.
Jackson will throw again, and that's complete. It's Watson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Milage. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped yet turn it into something big on a later carry. I'd stay with him.
Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert. Now it's Jackson. A bullet throw, but incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and that changes everything here in OT. So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it, but they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. Snell, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Now Rudolph with his first throw at OT. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. Now they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. From the 30 on 2nd down, Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hudson. And oh, he coughed it up, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, that almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. Neither team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death. Next points win this game.
How about the tension right now? It is ratcheted up, isn't it? I mean, now whatever happens, points are scored. That's your ball game. Can't wait to see the defense now. Do they get a little more aggressive in order to not let a team just drive the ball easily down the field?
Got to be careful, though, right?
Yeah, if you're too aggressive, you just give up something easy and cheap. But some defensive coordinators, they'd rather take a stand that way as opposed to being nickeled and dimed down the field.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 1st down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Go, go, go. Mike 55.
That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
Yeah, that, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is preseason football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Well, the hope, Coach, was that these Florida showers would have passed through by now, but it looks like we're... Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They're led out by a man raised in Alabama, went to Florida State. It's their quarterback, Jameis Winston.
No question at all about his talent, and that's been on display since his first game as a starter at Florida State. On a Monday night, the whole country watching, he only missed 2 passes in the entire game. and led his team to a big...
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they get after them early.
After the sack on first down, Winston, and he finds Parker here, complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down. On third down, Winston. And that is incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a fourth down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Ross on the return. So a change of possession here on the punt. So here come the Bucs under their new head coach, Bruce Arians. They'll be led out by a man who was undrafted out of Buffalo, standing at 6'7". It's Tyree Jackson. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. And a peek now at the offense for Tampa Bay.
Mike Evans is exactly what you're looking for in a receiver in today's NFL. Big, quick, can flat-out run, but makes great adjustments when the ball is in the air. Ranked number 3 last year in receiving yards, 1,000 yards receiving every year he's been in the league.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. And a look at the starters for the Miami defense.
The competition to go to the Pro Bowl at safety is fierce in the NFL, but Rashad Jones makes his case year in and year out as one who should go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Chris Godwin, the former Penn Stater, should see an increase in action and production in 2019 with Adam Humphries and Deshaun Jackson gone from the team. 842 yards in 2018, second only to Mike Evans on the Buccaneers.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Jameis now on first down. And incomplete. Time to feature the offensive starters, and our first chance to get a look at Parker.
Devontae Parker came out of Louisville with a guy who was known as a mature receiver. Runs routes really well, but the best part of his game, he'll jump over you at the end of a route and go get the football.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. It's caught by Clive Walford. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him at first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert On 3rd and inches. Going deep here for Parker. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
Only one way to describe Ronald Jones' rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. It's caught by Mike Evans. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he powers his way up past the 30. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So now here in the 2nd week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters to play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle? No mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
They run with a former Eagle and Dolphin, Jay Ajayi. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They go play action. Winston. Oh, a ball batted in the air. Now it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback. But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up the first down and change our momentum?
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Vince Beagle, the one to bring him down. On 2nd and 9, Jackson letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Here we go. Check three.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Tight down. There you go. Shoot.
Now Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, and we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. A look at Jameis Winston now as he gears up to lead this offense again. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
The starting 11 defensively for Tampa Bay.
One of the great things about outside linebacker Levante David, his ability to be multi-dimensional because he can do things at all 3 levels of the defense. Sometimes he acts like a defensive end, other times like a strong safety. In any event, he always finds himself around the football.
And some space here. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Wilson now in his 2nd season in Miami. First 4 years were in Kansas City. He's always been a solid complementary receiver, but Miami really hoping he can take the next step in his development, be more of a go-to guy now at 27 years of age. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action now, Winston. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
Let's go, boy.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Working out of the gun, Winston. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. This is Ajayi. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. On the delay, here's Ajayi. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Black 25.
They run with Ajayi. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to throw now. Winston. And Winston lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. 20. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
So out come the Bucs now. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now Balaj. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. He's got Evans. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim, and hopefully he'll be kicking extra points instead.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. So now here come the Dolphins. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go, and move on to the next series.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Winston. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the gun, Winston. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6', 6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Check it back, check it back.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Throwing, Winston. And this is going to be incomplete.
He's thrown 1 interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does, and that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for them and shot for them. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan. On 2nd down now. It's Jones. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. And some strong running. They'll get nothing out of the completion there, and it leads to a 4th down. 6-0 our score after one. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. This fielded at the 2. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. On 2nd and 10, Fitzgerald. That's complete to Gallman. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.